Today's recipe is all about one of Jamaica's favorite go-to meals, which is curry chicken. Yes, it's like one of the easiest meals to prepare during the week. People might go to work and come home feeling tired and just want to do something simple that can be fixed with some white rice or some ground provisions. So here is a step-by-step of how I clean, cut and prepare my chicken to be curried. Stay tuned for the recipe. This is a whole chicken and this is from the local farmer, and I do prefer this chicken to be curried. To me it has more flavor. I won't be cutting my chicken too small because I don't like when the meat is falling off the bone. I like it to be tender but still on the bone. I will also be removing most of the skin, but on the wings and on the legs I like to leave a little of the skin because it adds more flavor to the curry chicken. I will remove all the fat. So this is the size that I really want the chicken to have. Just take off that part of the leg and I will leave the balance, the remaining amount of skin that is left. See how fresh the chicken is looking? That's what makes it taste really good. I'm gonna move on by showing you how I wash the chicken and show you how I season and cook. That is the fat that I removed from the chicken, the fat and the skin. Here I have in some water with some vinegar. I'll give it a good wash and then I will rinse it thoroughly to remove all the vinegar taste. The vinegar flavor won't be good with the curry, so I have to ensure that I rinsed it several times to remove all the vinegar flavor. Nice and clean, with just the right amount of skin that I like. I rinse it until I see the water is clear, and that's when I know that it's cleaned the way that I like it. Here are my natural seasonings and veggies that I will use. Garlic, scotch bonnet pepper, onion, thyme, scallion, Irish potato, and some carrots. Here are my powder seasonings, which is chicken seasoning, that's Maggi, all-purpose seasoning, curry powder, better pack curry powder of course, some Indian spices, which is masala and jeera, and some pimento berries. Salt is always optional because the seasonings already has some salt. So while I'm cooking, I will taste, and if it needs a little salt, I will add. Here I'm putting in all the seasonings at one time. I like to use my hand to rub in my seasoning to ensure that, you know, it's all coated properly. For me, this is just the right way. See how rich that curry is looking? Here I cut up my garlic, my scallion, my hot pepper, and I have my thyme. I'm just gonna add them to it also. And then I'll rub these in, and then I'll set it aside to marinate for a while before I continue to cooking. Here I have my Dutch pot heating, and I will add my little vegetable oil. I don't know, but there's something about cooking curry in a Dutch pot. I just think it adds more flavor, and it's a Jamaican thing. You also want to use enough oil so that it can really has some nice flavors going on. So I'm heating the oil, and then I will just add all the chicken at one time to the pot. Stay tuned. Here's how I like to do my onion before adding my chicken. I'll just leave them to caramelize for a little while. As soon as they start to get brown, just a slight brown, I will add the chicken. This just gives so much more flavor when you caramelize the onion a little bit before adding the chicken. If you've never done it like this before, try it. Just try it. Always feel free to leave a comment. Tell me what you think about my recipe, if you've done it like this before, or if you've never done it and you're willing to try it and let me know. Remember to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel for more great videos, more great contents. Now is the right time for me to add the chicken. The onion has the color that I was looking for. I'm just gonna give this a stir and allow it to produce its natural juices, and then I'm gonna allow the natural juice to dry out and come to a fry, and then you will see the next stage. I'll now cover it and allow it to produce its juices. That is how it's looking, just by sweating. I didn't add any water. That's the natural juice, so I'll leave it for a little while and let it come to a fry up, and then I will be adding the water to cook it, the rest of the natural seasonings, and the potato and the carrot. That is what I'm talking about. Bring it to a fry, then I add not too much water, because by now the chicken is halfway through cooking. This is my first check, and I will look to see if the potatoes and the carrot is cooked, and then I will just allow it to dry down to the consistency of the gravy that I am looking for. You can have this with white rice, rice and peas, or some ground provision. And that is it. That is my Jamaican curry chicken, just the way that I like it. Please feel free to try this recipe if you've never done it my way before. Thank you so much for watching.